Hello, Ryan here, and welcome back to another Pokemon Explained video. Today we'll be doing a Let's Talk Pokemon, a new series on my channel where we have a discussion about different Pokemon topics. Today I'm joined by my good friend,
Rowan, g'day.
And we'll be talking about the Kanto region. But before that, tell me about your Pokemon journey.
Well, Pokemon started for me when I was about 5 years old.
Same.
Got Game Boy Color and Pokemon Yellow.
Oh, I had a Game Boy before I got a Game Boy Color.
No, I didn't.
Monochrome screen.
Yeah, I had the Grape Game Boy Color.
Nice.
Pokemon Yellow. That's where it started. And
Oh, you didn't play Red or Blue first?
No, I actually played Red afterwards.
Huh.
At the time, obviously, being that young, I wasn't proficient in reading.
Oh, yeah.
So
My reading skills were below average for a 5-year-old.
So I think like Pokemon actually helped me learn to read in a way because I got stuck pretty early on. I didn't realize that I had to deliver Oak's package.
Oh, yep.
Like at the start. So
Yeah, it kind of just I button mashed everything.
as soon as I got like a good understanding of like reading and stuff, it became one of my favorite games. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I as I said had a regular Game Boy, not the Color, and Pokemon Red. That's what I had first. But then I think it was a birthday or something. I got given a Game Boy Color, one of the ones that was like a Pokemon one. It had Pikachu and Jigglypuff and stuff on the front. Yeah, and Pokemon Yellow with that too. And Pokemon Yellow definitely my favorite way to play the Generation 1 games.
Yeah, I think I prefer Red.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I just like the better looking sprites and stuff.
Oh yeah, the better looking sprites were great.
Plus, starter Pokemon Pikachu.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that.
And then get given Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. So good.
Yeah. It's pretty good. What's your favorite way to play Kanto?
Oh, Leaf Green Fire Red for sure.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one.
Thanks for telling me about how you got into Pokemon.
Yeah, it's a little fun intro.
And yeah, we'll be discussing the region where it all began. In the Kanto region, you start off in Pallet Town,
Yep.
where you meet Professor Oak.
Yeah. You have to walk into the tall grass to like get your adventure started. Then Professor Oak saves you.
If you weren't a Pokemon trainer, right, and just lived in Pallet Town, I
You're
guess you're
stuck
stuck there, yeah.
Unless you have like a car and you can drive. So I don't know how that works.
So Pokemon games are weird.
I suppose everybody would have a Pokemon, but then again, you didn't as a child.
You have to be 10.
Yeah.
Well, in the anime, you have to be 10. But you see youngsters and stuff that
Yeah.
clearly aren't.
And
Kindergartners.
Bug catchers, they always look little. It's a nice, quaint, like starting town. I think the best way to look at it is while playing Let's Go, because I think Let's Go had the best looking game.
Yeah, the aesthetic is really nice.
Yeah, just not a fan of the mechanics in that one.
It's just too easy. It's interesting that there is a water route right below Pallet Town, which encourages you to come back to your starting town. I don't think many of the other games are like that.
No, not that I can think of.
Yeah, not off the top of my head
Little
anyway.
Root doesn't have any water.
No.
New Bark Town.
Oh, yes, it does. Yeah, Johto, which is adjacent to Kanto, but we won't be talking about Johto today. That's another discussion. The other interesting thing is to get to the Elite Four, it's just after Viridian City.
Which is the first town that you'd go to after
Yeah,
starting town.
again, encourages you to come back. Also, the 8th gym is in Viridian City.
Yeah, I like how that's locked.
Yeah, and you have to go past it to Pewter City.
What do you think of the layout of Kanto as a whole?
I like it, because as I said before, you have to go backtrack to different parts. Also, you get to a point where there's multiple different routes you can take.
Yep.
Which I always like choice like that. I'm not a big fan of linear, you have to go this way. Although Pokemon games are kind of like that. But there are a few gyms that you can do out of order, which is good.
Like Koga, Sabrina, Erica, even, I think.
I'm not sure. You might be able to.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you need to beat Erica to do the Team Rocket stuff in the game corner. It's got that bicycle path, which is different.
I like how you can completely avoid certain parts of the game as well.
Yeah.
Like, you could avoid the cycling path if you wanted to go down from Lavender Town.
Yeah.
Which I always avoid the down from Lavender Town area.
Really?
Yeah.
That's my preferred way to go.
No, I'd rather go down the bicycle path. It's way quicker.
It forces you down.
Yeah.
There are a lot of trainers on the route down from Lavender after the Snorlax and stuff once you get to the right of Fushiza.
You know what I also like about the layout?
What's that?
Is there's like some hidden places. I don't know if hidden's the right word, but the power plant. Like, if you didn't go looking to that area, you wouldn't find it. Same with the Seafoam Islands, if you wanted to find Articuno.
Yeah, yeah. I don't like that once you go through Mount Moon, you can't backtrack.
Yeah, I don't hate it. It just feels like you're cut off from everything that you know.
They don't do that with more recent entries, or any other entries that I can think of that force you to continue forward like that. I don't know why you'd want to go back, but you can't.
Like we were saying in a
different video that it'd be nice if you could restore the fossils at Pewter City. That way you could have them in your party the entire playthrough.
So that way you could grab them, go back, and go through. But
yeah, at the museum, it makes sense, but
that's one of the things I don't like about the layout.
I don't know why they've got all those underground paths.
Yeah, like down from Celadon. To get to Celadon.
Down from Cerulean, there's one to Vermilion, and there's also one that goes from Lavender Town to Celadon. That just go underneath the one with Sabrina. Whatever. I'll have the map on screen. You'll see what we're talking about. Yeah, because Saffron's blocked by these different guards, and you have to give them a drink to get past. It's a bit strange.
I remember it being easier in Red and Blue, because you could just get water from the vending machines to give to them.
Or lemonade. Nowadays, you have to get a hot drink or something in Leaf Green Fire Red.
Green tea or something like that?
Yeah, something like that. But once you do that, then it's a good shortcut to go between the places.
I'm not a big fan of Saffron City, to be honest.
Oh, yeah?
Like, it's a big city, but there's not much there.
You could say that about all of Kanto, really.
You couldn't say that about Celadon. That's a big city, but there's plenty there. You've got the department store. You've got that place where you find an Eevee. You've got a game corner.
And you got a gym.
Yeah. It's got more than Saffron. Saffron's got the Silphco, which...
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It's got the dojo, though.
The dojo and a proper gym.
Yeah.
But apart from that, it just feels really bare bones.
Well, there's a bunch of houses and stuff there. Mr. Psychic, who gives you the TM for Psychic.
Yeah,
there's also, the little girl.
Do you have a favourite town in Kanto?
Probably Celadon, as you said. There's so much there.
Yeah.
I like how you can buy the evolution stones.
I like the game corner. I like how it's a rocket hideout as well.
Cinnabar Island? That's
not a fan of.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because you've got the Pokemon Mansion. I mean, that's cool for, like, lore and everything. Because you have all the journals about Mew and Mewtwo.
I like that stuff.
We know that it's Mewtwo's birthday on May 6th.
Oh, really?
I'm pretty sure it's May 6th. As you were saying earlier about getting to the Elite Four, I like that to get through, you need the badges, and the guards won't let you through otherwise.
It kind of just feels like it's a corridor, you know? Like...
But I feel like if you weren't playing it for the first time and you didn't know how many badges were, you'd be going up, getting a badge, go back.
Okay, so that's the layout. What do you think of the Kanto Pokemon?
Well, it's the original 150, 151-ish.
Yep.
We could start with the starters.
Yep.
It's a great place to start.
Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, solid batch of starters. They all have great evolutions. Pikachu.
Yep. Do you have any favourites from Kanto?
Arcanine's awesome.
Yeah.
Seadra, Golem,
Zapdos.
Nidoking. Zapdos is cool. Yeah, there's all sorts of great Generation 1 Pokemon. Eevee, because you can evolve into so many different things.
Fossils, if you like that sort of thing.
You hate them?
Yeah, I know, but...
Aerodactyl's cool, though.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Executor.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't mind them. That's another thing that we didn't mention, the Safari Zone in Fuchsia City.
Ooh, yeah. I'm not a big fan of the Safari Zone, the way it functions. I like the concept of it, but the bait and the rock is quite annoying.
Especially when you want to try and catch a Chansey.
Oof, or Tauros or Kangaskhan or any of those hard-to-get ones.
Yeah.
Much prefer battling.
Yeah. But it's cool that they added something different. Yeah, the Safari Zone had like a bunch of Pokemon that were hard to catch, as you said.
Dratini.
Pinsir and Scyther,
Depending on which game you're playing.
Yep. Then there's some Pokemon that only get via the game corner, like Porygon.
Yeah, and there's some Pokemon you can only get by trade. Farfetch, Jinx.
Mime.
Which is cool because Game Boy, Link Cable, they really were encouraging.
Yeah. Well, that's why they sold the 2 versions to begin with.
Yeah, because
you've got the Pokemon that evolve via trading.
Yeah,
Like
really
Golem.
encourages you to play with a friend who also has one, or buy your second Game Boy and Link
Just
Cable
a
and
lot of
game.
people did.
It's a bit annoying that you have to trade them to evolve. Like if you're doing a playthrough and none of your friends are playing at the time.
Yeah. Well, luckily that's not like a problem for us, because like if I was playing a game, I'd say crank out your old.
Yeah, and then we'll both end up playing a playthrough.
Yep.
It's usually like, I feel like playing Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Oh, me too. Oh, we're both playing now. We're going to have any rule sets? Oh, we should do this. Oh, that's a good rule set. And then we end up doing that rule set, which makes us use different Pokemon than usual. It's real fun.
Talking about Kanto kind of makes me want to do that now.
Yeah, Fire Red, Leaf Green playthrough.
Yeah.
I've been thinking of doing that too.
Let's set some rules. Like, get it going.
Okay, yeah. So, great selection of Pokemon. What about the characters?
There's some memorable ones there.
Professor Oak, very
Yep.
memorable. Your rival,
Yep. Giovanni.
Yeah.
That's a very memorable character.
the leader of the Team Rocket organization, and the final gym leader.
Then you've got like the Elite Four, which are pretty memorable.
Some of them, yeah.
Lorelli,
Bruno.
Bruno, Agatha, Lance, or the champion.
I mean, Lance is the most memorable, or the champion blue.
I'm a big fan of that Elite Four. It's probably my favorite Elite Four.
Okay, really?
Yeah. I do like...
I think I prefer the Johto Elite Four.
Yeah, the Johto one's pretty solid as well. But that still has Bruno and Lance as the champion this time. I do like that Koga,
Yeah.
the gym leader from Fuchsia, becomes a Elite Four
And
member.
then his daughter or
his
granddaughter,
daughter-
Janine?
his
Yeah,
daughter,
daughter
yeah.
Janine becomes the gym leader for Fuchsia. The other gym leaders, Brock, Misty, great characters. They're in
they
the anime, so...
adapted.
Yep. Surge,
Yeah, Surge, the Lightning Lieutenant.
Erica, more of like a traditional Japanese kimono, grass type gym leader.
Sabrina, who's
Psychic, yep.
kind of scary in the anime.
Yeah, for a 5-year-old.
Very weird.
Creepy doll.
Yep. Oh, speaking of creepy, Lavender Town, we didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, Lavender Town with the Pokemon Cemetery and the Pokemon the ghost Pokemon.
The Dead Marowak.
Yep.
And then you got the creepy music. Boop, 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 boop. You can probably edit that out.
The Snorlaxes that block your path and you have to get the Pokeflute to wake them up.
Yep.
That's annoying, but it makes
It's a
for
good
good
road-
roadblock.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, to prevent you from progressing.
It's a better roadblock than Thirsty Guards.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the roadblocks in Kanto are not great, but you could say that for most Pokemon games.
I think the worst one was X and Y. We're standing here now, but we'll be gone someday.
Yeah, it's a really bad roadblock.
Pretty lazy. So we talked about the gym leaders.
We did not mention Blaine.
Ah, the fireman.
Yep, on Cinnabar Island.
Were any of them challenging for you?
Probably as a kid. I don't really remember. I remember as a kid, this is a weird memory, the first time one of my Pokemon got poisoned. I thought there was something wrong with my Game Boy.
Oh, because you walk and it does that little glitch.
Yeah,
every
the
2 seconds.
screen like moves and it does that noise. And as someone who had never seen that before, I thought something was wrong.
I remember having trouble with Brock. Because
If you chose Charmander... Oh, okay, yeah, Pikachu, yeah, that makes sense, yeah. Yeah, no, because I had Squirtle as my starter for my first playthrough. Brock was easy for me from what I can remember.
There wasn't much of a story in Kanto.
No, it's quite limiting.
Yeah, it's basic, but it's good for what it is.
Yeah, at least it doesn't shove story down your throat.
Yeah,
You know how some RPGs are very story heavy?
yeah. This one, like, it lets you explore on your own. Doesn't hold your hand at all. I do like the overarching story of your rival always trying
Yeah,
to one-up
and if
you.
you look up the signs, it will say the people who've beaten the gym and your rival's name's always there before you,
And
showing that he's always one step ahead of you.
Giovanni has that great story. You battle him at the game corner in that hideout. Then you battle him at Silphco later on. And then again as the gym leader.
Yep. You're always getting in his way.
I would be so pissed if I was a Mafia boss and a 10-year-old was spoiling my plans.
Yeah. Oh no, you've defeated my Pokemon. I give up.
Yep.
I'm no longer going to be doing crime.
Yeah, well, he can't go to a Pokemon Center to just heal them. Oh, wait. Any interesting locations?
Well, as you said before, the power plant's an interesting location.
Yep, because you have to go looking for it.
Yeah.
If you...
And I like how there's all electric Pokemon in there.
Yep, and then finally get to Zapdos.
And the Seafoam Islands, that's an interesting place. You have to use strength from the boulders to push them through the thing to change the currents in the...
Yeah, that was super difficult as a kid.
Yeah, and if we're talking about caves and stuff, we may as well talk about Cerulean Cave, where you get Mewtwo.
Yep.
That's
a
unlocked
puzzle.
after the after you've defeated the Elite Four.
Oh, and another cave, Victory Road on your way to the Elite Four.
Yeah.
That's where you encounter Moltres in the originals.
But in Leaf Green and Fire Red, they added the Sevi Islands, and Moltres is one of those.
I do like the Sevi Islands. That was a great addition.
It's a good way to add more content to an existing remake, whatever.
And have more Pokemon available.
Yeah, because they added a bunch of Generation 2 Pokemon.
I also think another interesting location is the game corner, like the hideout.
Yeah, underneath, yeah.
And the puzzles of having to step on the tiles that make you go spin you.
Yeah, well, I like the warp tiles in the Silphco.
The problem is, because I played those games so much, that's not a challenge for me at all.
Oh, really? You remember which ones take you wet? Wow, I don't.
I can go in and get basically straight to Giovanni.
Okay, see, when I do Silphco, I step on every warp tile because I want to completely explore the place because there's some good items and stuff. Also, there's a bunch of trainers you can battle, rocket grunts or whatever.
And
great
scientists.
XP. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know where any of the warp tiles lead. I like when I find that room, though, with the bed, and you battle your rival there, too.
And then you don't have to, leave to go to the Pokemon Center every time once you found that tile.
Yeah. And the SSN.
Yes, the SSN. I love the SSN.
A boat that you can battle trainers on, and there's a lot of trainers on there to battle.
Yep, and you gotta go to the captain, and he gives you cut. That's another thing. I like the roadblocks that are HM roadblocks.
Yeah, people don't like HMs, though, but they're not bad at preventing you from proceeding.
Yeah. I think I much prefer HMs rather than Pokemon Ride.
Okay.
Because, I don't know, I think I like the management of having to have the HMs on your team.
Well, if only they were a little bit better. Strength is, really good, and Surf is really good. If only...
Waterfall's great.
Yeah, if only Cut and stuff were better.
Cut's not bad early on.
Yeah.
Flash, you could do without.
Yeah. Well, you can explore the caves without Flash. It's a pain.
Yeah, way more. It's easier in Gen 3.
Yeah, where you have that small ring of light around you.
You don't have to waste a slot on your team.
Yeah, you can just have a rotating Pokemon that you switch in and out. Or HM Slave, which is a waste of slot on the team. Or distribute the moves evenly amongst your Pokemon.
Yeah. It's also, Kanto, one of the 2 regions that we see over time. Because you get to visit it in Gold, Silver, Crystal, and Heart Gold, Soul Silver.
Yeah, and it's a bit different because it's been 2 years. And so some of the towns and stuff have changed over time.
Yeah, Pokemon Tower, the cemetery.
Yeah.
That's a radio tower in the future.
Oh, yeah.
The power plant, that's manned now.
Yeah, and so you can't
Explore it, and there's no Zapdos in there. But Zapdos does appear out the front under certain circumstances.
Blaine's Cinnabar has had
a volcano eruption.
Yeah, and so it's he's got his gym in the Seafoam Islands now.
Yeah, and that's a really cool gym.
Mount Moon's very different.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know why they made it so it's only you go in and you go out basically. Yeah, and then there's this other path, but it's so much quicker in Gold, Silver, Crystal.
Because of the limitations in Gold and Silver, Viridian Forest is removed.
Oh, I didn't know that. I know that. I was wondering why there wasn't a map for it. I was looking at the map for Viridian Forest the other day. I'm like, hang on, they've got the Gen 1 and the Gen 3 and the Gen 4 map. Where's the Gen 2 map? And that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cerulean Forest is there in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, though.
Yeah. In Vermilion, where that Pokemon was stamping around in the first ones, still has that area that hasn't been built.
Okay.
So
I think after 2 years.
yeah, just shows that progress is halted like everywhere. There's a magnet train in.
Yeah, you can ride
Saffron,
that to.
Goldenrod.
Yep.
Yeah, there's quite a bit that's different.
When we were talking about the SSN earlier, I was going to say that if you don't, if you get knocked out on the SSN and black out and go to a Pokemon Center that way, the boat actually never leaves. Because once you step off the boat, it leaves. And if you happen to
go back later with
surf, then you can surf across, and there'll be this area with a truck. And all of the rumors when we were kids were that Mew was underneath that truck.
They weren't rumors. You just needed to have strength on every single one of your party and use strength 6 times. Then you could move the truck.
See, the rumor I heard as a kid was you had to go to the truck and you had to have a completed Pokedex. Had to have 150 Pokemon.
I never heard that one. But I remember people saying, no, you need to have strength on all 6 of your Pokemon. And now we know the only way to get Mew is through a glitch in red and blue and yellow.
I've done the glitch.
Yeah.
You can't transfer that Mew forward.
It's a shame. You earned it because it's such a hassle to do.
Yeah, you have to catch a Jigglypuff so that way you have Sing, and then you have to use Sing on the Abra and so that you can catch it, and then you're able to teleport, and you teleport when a trainer's eyes lock with yours or whatever.
Yep. Then you go up Nugget Bridge.
Yeah, it's
very convoluted.
Yeah. There are a lot of glitches in Red, Blue, Yellow. The Missing No glitch.
Yep. Where you can duplicate your items. To have 99 Master Balls, 99 Rare Candies, etc.
Leaf Green Fire Red's definitely a better game.
Less
that's not
broken.
Glitchy. Like, Focus Energy doesn't do what it's intended in...
lowers your crit chance.
Yeah, in Red, Blue, and Yellow. Crits were worked out differently as well. It was based on speed, so Pokemon that had high speed could always crit, like Persian.
Or Alakazam, which was already pretty broken for the typing.
Yeah, hey, because Psychic was good against so many different things. And some Pokemon types are just terrible, like Bug type. Didn't even have any good bug moves.
Yep.
Another issue was some of the Pokemon types had almost no Pokemon. Dragon type, for example.
Just one line, same with Ghosts.
Yep. Ghost is supposed to be super effective against Psychic because the only Ghost Pokemon were also poison. It made them weak to it.
Yeah.
And the only Ghost moves, Lick, Confuse Ray, and Nightshade. So that's not going to help you with the Psychic Gym Leader.
And I associate Confuse Ray with a Zubat.
Yeah. On top of that, having the most powerful Pokemon, Mewtwo, of that generation, being a Psychic type, which is good against so many things and doesn't have many weaknesses. That's why they needed to introduce the Steel and Dark type in the next generation.
Yep. And if you were to play Fire Red, Leaf Green...
The Magnemite is Steel type.
Yep.
I mean, they don't have any Dark Pokemon that you can
They
catch.
do have Dark moves.
Yes. Bite, for example.
Yep.
Which definitely helps out. The only problem with Leaf Green and Fire Red is it still has the old mechanics of all of a specific type move are all physical or all special. It wasn't until Generation 4 that they had the physical special split. So electric moves could be both physical and special. But back then, all electric moves were special.
Another thing I'm not a big fan of in Fire Red and Leaf Green is if you were using a Golbat, it won't evolve via friendship.
Yeah, they really tried to prevent you from getting Pokemon outside of the 150 or 151. And you couldn't trade Pokemon until you... Like, you couldn't trade Pokemon from other games.
Like Ruby, Sapphire.
Yeah, until after you beat the Elite Four, I think.
And do something on the Sevi Islands.
Yeah.
Get 2 different orbs.
Something like that.
Like a Ruby and a Sapphire.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So, that rings a bell. They also added baby Pokemon to Generation 1 Pokemon in Gen 2, but you couldn't breed them because the one daycare that you have access to...
only takes 1 Pokemon.
It's not until you get to
Sevi
Island
Islands.
4 or something that they have a daycare where you can breed. Breeding was a good mechanic introduced in Gen 2. We'll probably talk about that in our Johto one.
So, Kanto, how would you rate it out of
Okay,
the 8 regions?
So, I don't know where I would rank it, but it's good. It's not the best. I feel as though they're limited with the hardware. of the time, so they couldn't really have all of these different environments like you would get with more recent games. I mean, there is a forest area, Viridian Forest. There's a bunch of different caves, and
Water.
I suppose, yeah.
Even in like the generation after, you had ice caves.
Yeah. Sea foam, that's kind of...
It's just a cave with water. But
In Leaf Green Fire Red, it has that like light blue
Oh, does it?
ish. And also you find a bunch of ice Pokemon in there, like Dugong.
Yeah.
I don't know, I sort of associate that with ice, even though it's
Because
not.
of Articuno.
Yeah.
But it didn't have that aesthetic in the originals.
Mm.
I think I'd probably have it as my third favourite region.
Okay. Somewhere in the middle for me. Anything else that you can think of?
No, I think we've pretty much covered most of Kanto.
Okay. The protagonist Red?
No, suppose we didn't talk about that. See, I like in Gold and Silver that you face the protagonist, but it would be even cooler if the protagonist had the team that you used.
I'm not sure how they would have done that
there's
back
no
in
way
the
to
Game
do
Boy era. They did something like that in Black 2 and White 2. If you had Black and White save data, it could do stuff that only you could do if you had the Black and White save data. It was weird. I think it's fine the way it is.
Yeah. Me and his team's kind of iconic at this point now, anyway.
Yeah, fully evolved starters, Pikachu, and depending on what game you're playing, Espeon, Lapras, Snorlax. Yeah. Red's also in Let's Go as a boss there too. And they have blue and green.
Yeah.
I really liked battling green in Let's Go. Well, that is Kanto Region. What are your thoughts on the Kanto Region? Your favourite? Not your favourite? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for joining me in today's video.
Yeah, it was fun. We should do it again.
Yeah, we'll be doing more of these Let's Talk Pokemon. Also, if you have any ideas for discussion topics, let us know in the comments below. And thanks for watching, and I'll explain you later.